नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि
The oath of the Prime Minister and his team is done. We have a clarity, of course, of the shape of the government. But one more clarity is something which we are all waiting for, and certainly many of the Congress leaders. Will Rahul Gandhi become the leader of the party or the LOP? First of all, first time in 10 years, the Congress is even getting this position because it never had the required number of seats. But this time round, with at least 100 seats, the Congress has the right to hold the LOP's position. Now that is the big question, whether Rahul Gandhi will agree to become the LOP. And why am I asking you this question is because at the Congress Working Committee meeting, a resolution was passed urging him to become the LOP. So we are going to try and decipher what does it really mean and what are the pros and the cons of Rahul Gandhi becoming or not becoming the LOP. But before I move ahead, let's very quickly explain what does a leader of the party of the opposition really entail. First of all, cabinet rank, constitutional position is very important. On every big issue, on what bills should be taken up, the Business Advisory Committee as it's called, and also what should be the debate and discussion, the LOP plays a critical role. In fact, the LOP will become the face of the Congress party inside the Lok Sabha. So whenever there are debates, discussions initiated, the LOP is usually the first person to speak on behalf of the Congress party. That's one. Second, the LOP is also on the important panel on deciding who should be the CBI chief, the ED chief, so on and so forth. So that interaction will happen with the Prime Minister in making these key decisions. And because of these two important positions and their responsibility brings us to the big question that do you think even Rahul Gandhi will agree to it? Let's first discuss how does it really help the Congress party and why do the Congress leaders want it. That is because that even though they did not want it to become like this, the 2024 Lok Sabha elections was largely about Modi versus Rahul Gandhi. So now the Congress party feels that having done that, why not make it legitimate? Why not institutionalize it so that inside the Lok Sabha also, since the Congress party is very enthusiastic with their numbers and they think that they have found their voice, why not make it painful for the Prime Minister right from day one on every issue? If you have noticed, when Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was a leader of the party, though that's not the LOP position, on every small and big thing he would stand up and speak. That's exactly what the LOP would have to do, and that is exactly what the Congress wants of Rahul Gandhi. And therefore, it will be a full-on confrontation between Modi and Rahul, and they would want to build this up over the next 5 years so that the next Lok Sabha elections officially becomes Rahul versus Modi. The second calculation which the Congress feels and it can work in their favor, and I agree with this to a certain extent, it will actually increase the stature of Rahul Gandhi in terms of the national politics. He'll clearly, you will see inside the Lok Sabha, if he's taking on the PM, this clearly becomes a big issue. And this will not only enthuse the cadre, but even Rahul Gandhi's own politics. And therefore, for the next Lok Sabha elections, though I know it's still far away, another 5 years, but it would become the big narrative at that point of time. These are the two advantages which I immediately see for Rahul Gandhi to be made the LOP. It matters for his party, it will matter for his cadre, just as they were enthused when he decided to contest from Raebareli. So UP Congress is very euphoric. But let's look at the downside of it. And the biggest downside is the fact that Rahul Gandhi does not want to take on any power and the responsibility which comes with it. He's happy with the situation where he's just a member of parliament. Mind you, the party's campaign, the election campaigns, everything has been revolving around Rahul Gandhi despite the fact that Mr. Kharge is the Congress president. The credit for the Congress's good performance and that of the India front has also been given to Rahul Gandhi, and therefore would he really want that kind of a responsibility, because it will be a 24/7 job. He would not be allowed to take on vacations, it could be tough with that, or campaign extensively, and he'll have to be around here even when the session is not there. Rahul Gandhi, many people say, is not very keen on that position. The second important thing is, having come on the pitch of the India Front Alliance, is the LOP's role, which is going to be critical in taking on other members of the India Front because they are allies, but sometimes even like-minded parties. For example, if there's a no confidence motion, there are parties like say the BJD or the YSR who are not a part of the India Front, who usually have been tilting towards the BJP, but in situations like this you try to wean them over. You reach out to them. You need such a person who's articulate, who's going to be acceptable, who understands the nitty-gritty of coalition politics. Look, it's one thing that the India Front has performed well. To be fair, the entire credit cannot be given to Rahul Gandhi. There was a Sonia Gandhi backing him. There was an entire team. In Lok Sabha, he'll be pretty much on his own. Will the other parties like the YSR or for example the BJD even want to listen to Rahul Gandhi? Would they even agree to talk to him? And would the rest of the India Front allies happy with someone who they feel is relatively much younger, does not have their experience and stature, will become the LOP? And of course, usually the LOP's position goes to the senior most leader. That is where the problem is there for the Congress party. There are many who hold that position who are 3 times or 4 times member of parliament, and this time around there is no Sonia Gandhi. Look at the nuance. Sonia is a Congress parliamentary party leader. The Congress could not look beyond her because her job would be to, kind of organize a parliament strategy. The feeling there is that if you have everything about the Gandhi family, how does it really work? What sources are telling me that Rahul Gandhi also feels that it cannot be always about the family. You have the CPP chief as Sonia Gandhi, then you make me also the LOP. It's going to be too much into a family. You want to give others a chance. Let's hazard a guess quickly before I end this, that who can it be? Gaurav Gogoi is one person who's done very well for himself, winning from a tough seat, Assam elections, someone who's articulate, and he also has experience because he has been the floor leader also till now. But would they want to give someone young like him? Will the others want to listen to him? Who are you left with, a Shashi Tharoor or a Manish Tiwari? The trust factor becomes very important, the language becomes very important. So we'll have to wait to watch. Finally, do you think, I think that Rahul Gandhi should become the LOP? Well, why not? You might as well take the plunge. And how long can you run away from what you are, a de facto powerful person within the Congress party? You became the face of the Congress in the Lok Sabha elections, so might as well become the face. If you want to make it Modi versus Rahul Gandhi, why not institutionalize it? But will he have the courage? Will he have the time? And most importantly, the inclination to it? Well, his party colleagues certainly want him to do so. Clearly, the entire CWC also thinks so. But this is a question I'm going to leave you with this time round. What do you think? Do you think Rahul Gandhi should become the LOP? Why not? Why should he run away from it? His politics largely has been about shirking responsibility. Should he do that? Thank you so much for watching.